media coverage of terrorism has a predictable script.
It's okay. It's okay.
First, a rush of eyewitness video. An assault of blood, fire, and fear.
We've had an attempt.
A flurry of facts, what's known, what's unknown. There are manhunts, streets patrolled with big guns and hard glances.
Because in this day and age, a gathering like this is a soft target.
When I was growing up, the information I got every day was if my parents even bothered to put on one of the 4 channels that we had on our TV to watch 30 minutes of news at night was what you got. And other than that, when it came to scary, the only thing you knew was if there's a missing child, the person was on the side of a milk container. That was all the news you got. It wasn't that there wasn't bad things going on all over the world, it's just that you weren't exposed to it.
Crime has become global, and that's significant. In the past 20 years or over 20 years I've been involved in the FBI, is that there's so much interconnectedness between what happens here in the United States, what happens abroad, but pretty much every case that we do, no matter if it's drugs, organized crime, financial institution fraud, public corruption, it has some type of international nexus these days.
In previous past, we would be able to identify a leader of an activity or group or entity that would want to harm the United States, whether it be Al-Qaeda, Hezbollah, other terrorist groups, and sometimes they would be regionally segmented. However, these types of groups are throughout the world. There's many different factions of these types of groups. There's different leaderships to where they do communicate with each other.
We're more vulnerable in the sense that we're a data-driven nation and data-driven society. There's also more capabilities that investigators have. I just think that the times have changed. Our investigative measures and techniques have changed, and the way we approach crime sets have changed.
You hear about the global economy, but you have the global criminal network involved, whether it's white-collar crime or terrorism. Again, you have to take the time and not be caught up in tunnel vision. You have to open your eyes to what the world's challenge is presented today, and it's very expansive.
There's a lot more technology and things that are being used by well-versed, well-educated criminals out there that are targeting the U.S. in every which way they can. And so, I think you would have to have a lot of extra education and training in all these different kinds of areas that are new to this world.
The world is probably as scary now as it's ever been. But what the FBI has evolved into is a far more specialized organization. It's just gotten more and more sophisticated, more and more specialized. So the average agent, man or woman, you don't get to do everything the way we had to do it, but at the same time, maybe it's more effective and safer for the agents and for the public.